Oh, sorry. I was reading a contract. I'm Anita Tallman. I'm the client success manager over at Social Firestarter. And part of what I do is talk to law firms that have reached out to us. And they may be looking or maybe working with an SEO company now, but they're looking to work with somebody else because it's just not working out. And for a situation like that, a lot of times these firms, well, they ask me, I'm in a contract with an SEO company and I don't want to be in the contract anymore. So what do I do? I actually think it's kind of funny, right? I mean, I'm not an attorney and they're asking me how to get out of a contract, but I get it. I mean, you're working with a company that is controlling your website, so you get a little hesitant that you don't want to do something that could jeopardize your website because what you don't want to happen is your website to come down. So I get it. So I wanted to take the time to kind of tell you a couple of things you should keep in mind when you are wanting to get out of a contract with an SEO company. The first thing I would say is, well, go back and read your contract. I'm amazed at how many attorneys have never read the contract that they have with the SEO company. I mean, come on, you're an attorney. So go read it. And this is what I want you to do. Look for the part that tells you what kind of notification you need to give the company in order to breach the contract, or not breach it, but end the contract with them. And most of the time, I'll say it's a 30-day notice, but there is a company out there, it's a rather large one. I'm not going to say which one it is, and they require like a 90-day notice. So make sure you look and see what kind of notice you need to give. The other thing I want you to do is to look and make sure you confirm, do you own that website? Let's say it's been less than a year and you want to get out of that contract. Do you own the site? Do you own the content of the site? Let's say it is at the end of the year and they tell you, yes, you own the site. Verify what exactly it is that you own. There are companies out there that use a proprietary platform that they create their websites on, but they tell you you own the site. But what you really own is maybe the content, which means at the end, when you're ready to leave them, they'll say, yeah, here's your website. But you know what it is? It's a bunch of Microsoft Word documents of your content. It's not the actual website because you don't own the website. Or they'll say, because it's on a proprietary platform, well, you own it. You just have to host your site with us forever. So that doesn't mean you own the site. So verify that you own the site. Verify the content too. There are a lot of companies that write content for you, which is great, how because that's what we do, but you don't actually own the content. Or you own the content, but it's duplicate content anyways. So be real clear about what it is that you own, including the domain name. It's pretty rare nowadays, but just make sure the domain name is in your name, not the company that your SEO company's name. The last thing I would say is make sure you have the logins to your website. A lot of attorneys aren't really good about making sure they have access to their website at any time. So, regardless of whether or not you're leaving your SEO company, make sure you have what's called admin access to your website. And that way, too, if maybe it doesn't go very well on the transition from your old company to maybe my company or even another company, then it's good for you to have admin access. So then you do have access to the site and you can do whatever you want with it. So those are things I think you should keep in mind when you're looking into ending a contract with an SEO company. Don't be nervous about doing it. There's a lot of people that, or a lot of attorneys that are nervous about actually ending the contract earlier than you need to. But look, sometimes it doesn't work out with the company, and these companies are usually pretty cool about having you transition and have it be pretty smooth. But one thing to keep in your back pocket is that really any company nowadays doesn't want to have any kind of bad things said about them on social media. So it's always an option if it really, really isn't going well and they're not allowing you to get out of their contract, is to say that as an attorney, you're part of other groups of attorneys and where you share information, and that includes recommending or not recommending marketing companies out there. So that could be a place that you could actually vent your frustrations with that company. And as soon as you start kind of talking like that, a lot of companies will then be able to say, hey, you know what? I get it. Didn't work out. Let's just part as friends. So I hope this is helpful. If you've got any questions, if you're trying to understand how to get out of that contract or trying to understand exactly what it is that you own, or even trying to understand what exactly an admin access is, just let us know. Feel free to reach out anytime. Thanks.